Hello and welcome to Commodity Champions. I'm Manisha Gupta. Well, India's festive season kicks off this week with Raksha Bandhan and will extend until Christmas and then New Year's. It will cover a wide range of festivals including Dussehra, Diwali, and one sector which is sure to gain from this festive buzz is the jewellery sector, which contributes to around 7% of the country's GDP. To discuss what we can expect from the jewellery sector during the second half of this year, I am now joined by Vipul Shah, who's Chairman, Gems and Jewellery Export Promotion Council. The GJEPC recently hosted the India International Jewellery Show. Mr. Shah, thank you so much for joining us. We have seen strong numbers come out for this one, but I want you to take a step back and tell us on how the first half of this year has been, which hasn't been great, by the way, and what are you looking forward to now for the rest of 2023?
First of all, I would just say that we had started the year with pretty slow. I mean, overall the industry was down drastically and for obvious reasons. But now, since after this IIJS, which has recently concluded, we see a huge growth, huge demand coming into the gold segment, which is divided into two parts. One is the plain gold segment and the other is the studded. We saw a huge demand coming in the plain gold, and there was a lot of business and a lot of orders for Diwali took place in the IIJS show itself. And this was something unbelievable numbers and everything what we got to hear from the exhibitors. So currently, a lot of international buyers also had come, and almost like from 210 200 countries, different countries, and more than 2,100 international exhibitors were present. And since this SEPA and ACTA agreement with the UAE, so that is also helping a lot to push the gold sales as exports are concerned. As far as studded jewelry concerned, studded is little bit on the slower side. It's because US has been little slow as far as rising interest cost, and that was the main reason consumer is getting adjust to the new prices as such. But I personally feel that we are expecting Christmas should be good, and starting from now this up to the December, and we see good demand, and our exports should start picking up.
All right, that is unexpected lines, isn't it? Because when people go out to start buying jewelry, gold is perhaps first on the list there. But as you said, the numbers have been huge in sense of IIJS, and we have seen nearly 70,000 crores of work being estimated done there. What's also your sense on export demand for the various categories that you just spoke about?
I mean, recently what we had almost like the IIJS show, which we have almost more than 70,000 crore orders which has taken place. Then that itself is a huge number, and it's just that everybody was in a robust mood, and we feel that the business is going to look good coming forward for us.
Moving on from jewellery and gold to pure diamonds now, and there have been reports that the prices of diamonds, whether it's raw, which is imported into India, and the prices of finished diamond, which is used in jewellery, also have seen a bit of a decline right now. And this is even as we've seen Russian diamonds continue to absolutely be absent from the market. How is industry dealing with this? We do understand that there has been a bit of a slowdown in Surat as well. So what is the availability of diamonds right now, and what's your sense on prices going forward?
Yeah, Manisha, I would just like to say, see, it's all proper. Main thing is on demand and supply. And whenever there is imbalance in demand and supply, there is a huge prices play a big role. So currently, even though the supply from Russia has been restricted, and in spite of that, the demand had dropped severely. And we could see that also from our export numbers also. And so whatever, even though with the current supply, we could not match, the demand was much comparatively less, so the supply pressure was always there. And in spite of that, the prices had started to fall. And now things are moving in a different way. We feel that now the market should start picking up. We see a good season coming ahead of us. And gradually we see our exports also should start going up. And I personally find that the prices should stabilize around these levels, and it would be a good price for anybody to enter into.
All right. So the diamond prices may stabilize going forward. But when we also look at gems and jewelry, it's big in terms of exports, foreign exchange, merchandise as well. How would you look at the various steps that the government seems to be now taking to boost this sector? Because there is this deadline put out to you for $100 billion worth of export in gems and jewelry. How far, how close are you from those numbers?
The government has played a really very good important role. If you see the new segment, lab-grown diamonds, they have started promoting the lab-grown diamonds. You can see that The reason behind it is that it is having the similar cutting and polishing all procedures what exactly is done in natural diamonds. So that is where government is saying that no new mines coming up next 10 to 15 years, and they want to take care of the employment side, and that's the good part what they have done. This segment also started doing good, and only thing is what we understand that a lot of marketing and promotion needs to be done. For this particular segment, we had a roundtable conference for both natural as well as the lab grown, and both the segment would complement each other, and both the segments needs marketing efforts to be done, and that's what our council is also going to look into it, and will be spending a lot in coming times for this marketing.
You spoke about the lab-grown diamonds, but there is still some apprehension when I speak to people in the industry about lab-grown diamonds. How do you see natural and lab-grown diamonds and these businesses continue to work side by side? And what's your sense on the price difference that we look for both of these?
It's a good question, Manisha, and I would just say that both segments are going to exist. Both segments are going to complement each other. See, there is a natural diamond, so there is a comparison, and there is always a room for the lab-grown diamonds to take the market share. But currently, lab-grown diamond section is going to an affordable class. It is going where the desire for people in the middle segment, mid-segment and lower medium class, where they could not afford to buy a diamond. That is an area where exactly the market it is tapping those kind of segment, where natural has already taken its position. It is based on emotions, it is on valuation, and that is where exactly it is existing. Both needs promotion, and both are going to do good as such. As far as lab grown, the price is what is falling down. See, anything which is a technological product, so any technological product is going to take some time. It will, as an average, you see new technology coming in, you will see again the price is going down. It's something like Apple phone. When you come with the Apple 14, 15 new number, you won't say anything about Apple 10 or 4. Means people tend to see the new things. So as similarly in lab-grown diamonds also, as and everything, the new capability of the technology and production which is coming up, it is going to bring down the prices. But I personally feel that it should stabilize from here. A lot of marketing efforts needs to be done for this segment, and I'm sure this will be also accepted in a very good way.
Mr. Shah, I also want to dwell slightly deeper into the export market. We do understand that the US and China are running slow. We do understand about the FTA with UAE as well. Are there newer markets that you as a council are looking at?
We are now currently, since as GJEPC, currently we are closely working with all the markets, which is because US, we are seeing a slowdown in US, we are seeing slowdown in China, and two major consumer markets. So we are focusing into new markets. We are looking into ASEAN area, where we are seeing countries like Vietnam, Cambodia. We had a good road shows there. We saw people coming from all the international customers coming from these countries, which was never penetrated. And we see that markets in Southeast Asia countries, they are having a huge potential. That economy is also good. The GDP is also doing good. So we feel that we should look into marketing into those segments where we can find very good demand for our products.
All right, so there's a festival season coming up, and plus the GJEPC is looking at finding more newer export markets as well. But you know, this is also the time that you start talking to the government, start involving more strongly with them, and the budget conversations start way before the budget actually comes in. What are you looking at? What are the representations, and how do you see the boost for the sector now coming?
We are looking for a favorable budgets, which is now going to be starting pre-budget session, where we have our industry demands, which has already been placed in front of the government, and I'm hopeful that it would be considered. As far as taxes are concerned, that we have asked for relaxation. We'll be asking for relaxation on taxes, the high duties on gold, which is also which we have been always campaigning with the government, that the duties such as it needs to be brought down to be very competitive in the export field as such. So all these ongoing demands from the industry, and we'll be closely working with the government, and I'm hopeful that government will be looking into our demands.
Oh, we look forward to that too. Mr. Shah, thank you so much for joining us here at CNBC-TV18. And with that, it's time to take a short break. But don't go anywhere. We continue the discussion on jewelry with Asher Rowe of Malabar Gold and Diamonds when we return.